Hey, hey, shirt brother. Ooh, look at us, both with the zip ups. It's that season.
Question.
Uh
Question.
huh.
I believe they refer to this as a three-quarter zip. Shouldn't it be like a one-quarter zip up? Because, like, you're zipping up a quarter, like,
Ooh.
as opposed to, I guess the three-quarters means three-quarters of the shirt is not zippable. But that's a weird thing to relay. Why don't you address the part that's zippable? Because you would call a full
Mm-hmm.
zip up, you would call a full zip up not a shirt without a zipper. You'd call it a shirt that needs to be zipped up all the way, like a jacket. However, we choose to call this a three-quarter zip when in all reality, it's a one-quarter zip.
Hey, Jeff.
Just classic Jeff rant to start it off. Wow,
I don't
the
even know if
passion,
that's a
the
rant because I'm
passion.
not mad. I'm just confused. I'm not mad.
I
There's no
bet you
anger
could be.
behind it. There's just it's logic. Okay, so I guess that is more typical of me. I'm less likely to complain and more just be flustered by something that's slightly illogical.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I don't really. I've always heard. Yeah, the three quarter. Weird. I I I just call it a pullover.
Ooh,
It's a cardigan, but thanks for
thanks for
noticing.
noticing.
See,
Yeah, yeah.
hot,
See, that's the problem.
hot,
I can't call
hot
anything a
drop, hot
pullover.
drop.
I don't want anything called a pullover because if someone calls it a pullover, I have to finish that line.
But
As many males in their 40s have to. Um,
um, that's like that's at work. That's probably one of the most common quoted movies. You know what? You know what one I really haven't seen, and I always feel like just not part of the conversation.
ooh,
I've seen
what?
parts of it, but it's one that I feel like everybody else has seen and is quoted a lot. Is Step Brothers? Like I think I may have seen it
Wow.
once, or but never seen it all the way through.
I'm not
Um,
wowing. I'm not wowing because you haven't seen it. I am surprised you haven't seen it, but I am agreeing with you that that is that probably next to Dumb and Dumber. Like that's the next decade Dumb and Dumber. Um, it probably came out. Dumb and Dumber was 94. I bet Step Brothers came out in 05, oh 06. No, no. Oh, I'll say 06, oh 07. One of those 2 years. But yeah, that's a heavily quoted movie, and it is very quotable. I myself do enjoy lending stepbrother quotes to everyday situations, and I think they do lead into stepbrother quotes a lot. But yeah, you are missing out. I think you're missing out, and
you know what?
I'd like you to try to fix that.
Maybe I'll add it to my list, which I do. Uh, we'll circle back. I think it was in that era for some reason. Like after Old School came out, then there was like Wedding Crashers. I kind of was out, and this was me probably being a snob or trying to go against the grain. But I was kind of out on the Will Ferrell just yelly comedy. Like everything's just yelling things that you wouldn't expect an adult to say. You know, the toddler temper tantrum, old guy yelling. And
Okay.
that's what Step Brothers to me was symbolic of. It was like the culmination, the peak of that. And I was like, I'm out. I'm out on this. I'm out on old guys, old man babies yelling at each other. I just it's been too much. It's like in every movie. It's like maybe it's not exactly that because there are parts of it. If I remember, like clips I've seen, like Adam Scott, his character is funny if I remember.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
but I
That really made Adam Scott. He's talked
yeah,
about that really launched his career is that role. Catherine
but
Hahn's
I
very funny in
earnestly,
it.
yeah, I really got to give it a go. Like years removed, because
And
that's the one everybody always
that's
says. You know, did we just become best friends? All that.
and
You
I
know, it's
think you know what
very
now that you
popular.
mentioned that though, it is the supporting people like the supporting cast members are very good too. Like Mary Steenburgen as Steenburger, Bergen, Berger, Bergen, one of those.
Hmm.
Um, she plays obviously the straight
Doc
woman
Brown's
in it
wife.
all, and yes, Clara Barton. Um, but her delivery is perfect and opposite of that. And then the guy who I can never remember his name, not even part of it, who plays um, Doback. Dale's dad, he delivers some phenomenal lines. He starts as kind of the straight man, but he has some really solid lines in there too. So I think it is. It introduced really. It blew up Rob Riggle, kind of catapulted his career. So there's a lot of good support in it that I think is a way it works. But I get what you're saying too, because that did kind of come at the tail end of that movement of movies. I don't know what you'd call that group, right?
They're just the Will Ferrell movie. That's
the Luke
I don't know.
Owen,
Yeah.
the Luke
The
Wilson,
Wilsons
Owen
brothers.
Wilson, Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn.
Yep, they kind of were like the
Dude, they
three
did
or
have a
four-
name. What
I
did they
think
call
they
that
did.
group? The Frat
You want to
Pack.
know what? I think it was the Frat Pack. Yep, I was gonna
Yeah,
say
that's right.
there's the Rat Pack, the Brat Pack, and the Frat Pack. But you're right. That did come at the tail end of it. So I could see you being exhausting and being like, nope, I can't do any more. But the unfortunate reality is you needed to do one more.
All right. I'll do one.
I still pretend it's strangely familiar like a two we both know. Lit in the reruns from a long time ago. Levels we cleared and the battles we lost. 20 years gone, but we still count the cost.
And for those, that are probably just yelling at their radios, because that's how you're listening.
Yeah.
It's not lost on me that we're two guys in our 40s that yell at each other about stupid stuff and, just are making plans to go hang out with dudes together and share beds, maybe bunk beds. This is kind of the life that I lead, so I probably should catch it. I have a feeling I'm gonna need to know some more references by
that's a good point.
March. I
That's a
got
good
to
point.
study
That's a good point.
all the
You don't
hot
wanna-
references.
You don't want to be left out. So right. So we have a bachelor event coming up. Now, I will say this before we get into it. I sent out, as the planner of said bachelor event, I was given a list of names to text out an invite. So I got on that via text and asked for people to RSVP by, I think, 3 weeks from today. Now, what ended up happening is out of like the 14 people I text, 10 people got back to me within like 4 hours. Matt, you are not one of those people. You made a comment in the group chat, so you clearly acknowledged it. So you threw out your opportunity to say, I didn't see it yet or anything like that. So Matt made a snarky comment. I don't even remember what it was, but it doesn't matter. I'm like, I rolled my eyes when I received it. But you did not RSVP to the event. So why don't you tell me why, if you are told you need to RSVP to something, and it doesn't involve mailing anything back or anything like that, you could literally, while holding your phone and acknowledging it, you could respond as a person who is, doesn't live with anyone else or anything like that. You should have a pretty solid grasp. You don't have any children. So there's not really a ton of like scheduling, I assume, that you need to account for. It is a weekend event. Tell us right now, what's your thought process of when you see, hey, you have to RSVP by this date? Do you procrastinate on RSVPs because you can? Are you a person that be like, you need to pester me now or else I'm not going to give you an answer? If you open up that window for like a 4-week frame, I'm going to take all of those 4 weeks. Walk me through your RSVP thoughts.
Hi, Matt.
I am a bad man.
I'm dangerous. That's all you got to know. I can't be
Stop.
held down.
Don't-
You can't hold
don't-
me
you're not
down.
getting
You
out of
can't
this.
You can't pin me on some kind of response. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, does everybody know who's gonna be? I mean, this isn't like a surprise, is it? Are we?
No, I don't know.
What can we? Okay.
No.
Well, it's a bachelor party thing.
Correct.
But for a person who listens to this podcast, it's in March, right around my birthday. So it's clear that it's like a dual bachelor party. Matt's birthday even though half the people on the text message I don't know. It's a bunch of numbers I don't know. So part of me is like, why am I included on this? I'm not really like lifelong
You
friends
know
with
half
this
the
person.
people in those messages. You
but
know more than
I
half
know.
the people in that message.
But I feel like I've had enough interactions with everybody to be a part of the group, especially in the last few years, developing those bonds, almost like stepbrothers would, And
good callback.
I would,
Not really, but it is a callback.
I just like to milk the dead. I guess you know what it is. I just want to be wanted. I just really want to. I don't. I want to put it out there that maybe I won't show up. And it would be a downer. I want everybody to be a little bummed out that I might not come, and it might spoil the whole thing. That's how
So
mine
why wouldn't
works.
you RSVP no?
Oh, that's good. Yeah. All right. Hard no. Sorry. I'm out. This is fun for me.
Hard no.
Do you feel that these are the tendencies of a sociopath?
They would be. Those are part of it.
Are they sociopathic attributes? Yes. Does this single red flag make me a sociopath? I don't think so.
See, what you don't know is all the Lego sets that I've been building lately are built out of human skin. That's what I don't tell you. It's like black market Legos.
Spoiler.
I don't know. I guess I don't know why I didn't. It's hard. It's we've talked about. It's hard to commit to that, even though I probably would go. There's always like 1% of something that is like, will I? Do I? And that 1% I let overpower the 99%.
Yeah, like that's the wild thing is I do get what you're saying. However, see, you take it the opposite way. What I do is I overcommit to things, and then along the way I get anxious, moving back and forth, and maybe at the end of it, maybe I do end up canceling. But I'm excited that someone asked me to do something, and so I yes it, and I yes too much things. So you take the opposite, and you go like, that sounds good, and I think I could enjoy that. But I do like not having any responsibility. And in this case, folks, responsibility solely means showing up to a fun thing. Like, Matt's like, I don't know, that's a heck of a to-do list. Like,
well, it's also like, if I'm given the runway, I'm going to use the whole thing. Like, if it would have been like, give me a week RSVP.
I should have sent you a separate one and just lied and been like,
Yeah.
hey, man, give me a heads up. Give me a heads
I
up.
will-
Let me know by the end
yeah.
of this weekend or something.
I will dance. I will dance on the entire floor
Now,
until it's closing time.
let me ask you this. Is part of it the idea that now there are people there, whether they're people you know or not? I know you don't know. I think there's 3 people you don't know at all
Okay.
that were invited. But you are actually, those people have more to be worried about as opposed to the rest of the group, which all know each other, you included in that part of the group. So
Well,
but
let me see because when I look at let me look at the numbers, the contacts here. Because there's
how many?
There's
do you
7
have
phone numbers. 7 phone numbers I don't know on this thing that I don't have. Maybe one of them is Shane's. Probably. Sorry, Shane. I've yet to save your. You got to be in the league for.
It is one of them.
5 years
That
before.
is one of them.
You got to
We
be in the
haven't
league
had
for
a-
5 years before I save it.
Yeah.
So, Bob, Colombo, Jay, you, Arnold,
Okay.
for sure, are the ones that I have saved.
Okay.
Rested.
So I know there's
But
one other that. Well, I mean, we've already determined Shane's one of them. And then there is another Auburnian that I'm sure you know, but I don't know if you've ever interacted with him.
okay.
But anyway,
That does
let me
play.
ask
If you're
you
getting
this.
around to it, that does play into it for sure. Like seeing a bunch of phone numbers that I don't know. Because
Okay.
it's like, and I fully appreciate the idea that like a party like this pulls from different sources,
Pools.
you know,
Yeah.
different fingers out there, you know. Just
But
gonna be
playing the numbers should feel better, right? So you're over the 50% threshold, which I get. If you were one, if you're like, I only know 3 people of 15 numbers, I would absolutely be like, ooh, that's tough. I'd probably still throw myself into it, but I get that would be a massive hesitation. But what I'm more concerned is there elements too of like, if you have to drive to this thing, is that intimidating because you're arriving by yourself and like being thrown into it? Let me ask you this. Is there a calming idea that if you rode with the Bachelor and like myself and you'd feel part of the hub attending this event and other people were be coming to your event, and like would that
we
make
could
you
be the
feel
critical
more secure?
mass. We could
Because
be
yeah, you're
critical
the
mass.
critical mass. You're part of the nucleus of the gathering, and so you'd show up with the person who has all the connections with the planning, myself, and the person of honor. And so like you're like, okay, if I get there first and other people show up after I'm there, then they're coming to me and it's less intimidating. Is that a factor?
I didn't think about it before like that, but it could be like I could be, you know, sitting at the cool table at lunch kind of feeling, you know. Who doesn't like that?
Because I've had that.
Do we get to wear the sashes?
I've had the desire. I've had the desire to go to events, but I like socializing. But I really have sometimes a weariness of being like, I'm willing to talk to everyone, but if people are there with people they're comfortable with, will they let me in as the new guy? Like that's what I get worried about. Is I'm like, I can contribute to conversation, have fun, but I've been in social settings where, for one reason or another, and again, this is just a personality thing, is that people are comfortable with the people they know, and if they know a good amount of people at the event, they have no need to reach out to the stranger, and if that's not their MO, that's not their MO. So I just end up feeling isolated, even though I want to socialize. I do feel that someone who doesn't need to reach out to the strangers has to be the one to reach out to a stranger in all social settings. I've always felt that at like college parties. So like I liked when someone, if we had like a fraternity party or anything like that, and someone had a friend from home that they brought or something like that, or let's say maybe like female friends of the fraternity came and like their boyfriends visiting or something, I would always reach out to that guy and be like, yo, let's you want to play beer pong, you want to play flip cup, and like pull them in, and because I know that I would feel so horribly anxious if I was in that same role. So I wondered if that's a part of it, because there's a lot of moving parts with that dynamic.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we've kind of beat this one down. It's mostly I just procrastinate on responding. I just didn't. It was in and out so quick. I just
Very
didn't really.
irresponsible. Okay.
Yeah, so that's basically it. It's more of it than anything. Just knowing I'm fine. I think it'll be fun. I'll go. I'll do it.
Your bachelor party, you went to a bachelor party in Vegas, right?
I know, and I knew like way less people there. I was like Jordan getting invited. Like if Jordan,
Yeah.
who you met like through the like, I was like that amount off, like
Okay.
that degree off. You know, I was, you know, you know, it was, but I willingly went. I was like,
Now,
it was
which-
great. I was looking forward
which
to it.
in reality, if as much as you can, which one is more of a bachelor party of your taking? So this is one, folks. One version is a weekend hanging out in a cabin. Maybe we go out to like a bar or a casino or something like that. But it's hanging out, watching basketball, having some drinks, maybe playing cards. There's a movie theater room, etc., etc. Or do you like the pick a city, go out, rage, play lucrative amounts of blackjack before you walk away? Which one gravitates more of the mat?
Well, now it's the cabin one, but back then it was probably the Vegas. You know, it
Really?
just worked out that way. Yeah, because
Wow.
I was probably
So, like-
that. Well, then I was like, and it was like I had just moved to Texas too, so I was like a year removed from that buddy that I lived with in DC, so it would be like the first time I'd seen him. Um, and I at that point, like, I think I had just got finished a job where I was traveling a lot, so that was still my mode. I was still like an airport kid, so I still enjoyed all that. Um, but now I'm like, yeah, it's just an age thing, you know. It's just who I am. I'd rather sit in a movie theater seat and watch. I don't even like basketball. Frankly, I've barely watched the NCAA tournament anymore. I don't really have a rooting interest per se, unless like if Texas was going, I would watch it. I've seen it live before, but you know, just being in a group, especially like this feels like it's a big enough group where if you do want to isolate for a while, nobody's gonna notice. If you dip for a while, it'll be a few hours before somebody's like, "Hey, where's Matt?" It's like, "Oh, I don't know. I just went to play Switch on my shared bed for like a little
absolutely.
bit." Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah. Also, this is that it's a big enough group where if you don't feel like doing the thing, if you want to do something else, someone else will probably also want to do something else. Like that's also nice too. When it's a group of 5 or 6, certainly 5 is that number where you're like,
yeah.
What are we all gonna do right now? And that can be overwhelming. I understand, but this is a larger group, double digits, where we're talking right. You can either slink away by yourself if you need a recharge, or you can just do something else if someone else is interested in doing. Hey, want to throw darts or something like that. Not everyone's gonna always be doing the same thing, which is comforting.
It will be. I do like the idea of like bundling up cash to like get a big spot. Like I don't think I've ever really done like something this big. Like what is it? Like 11 bedrooms or something crazy, or 11 beds.
This is 11 beds.
But yeah, it's pretty sizable, nice looking cabin. Because I would never, you don't get to do that by yourself or with a few people.
You don't.
Or just a weekend away. So it'll be kind of cool
Matt's
to see.
Matt's gonna show up and go, "Where's the outhouse?" Oh, perfect. This is Airbnb. Where's the outhouse again?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, 11 bedroom, 1 toilet. That's what I was hoping. We're shared toilet, and hot tub, whatever, jacuzzi thing. It's like I don't live like that, so it'll be fun. Spring will be in the air. It'll probably be snowing for some reason. But yeah, it'll be fun to like get with randos. For me, I mean strangers. They won't. Not randos. That's a bad way of saying it. New people. There's a certain energy to that.
We're inviting like 10 random homeless people.
Let's Craigslist one person, one stranger to come and hang. Let's do that.
That would be an interesting social experiment. Put a post on Craigslist and have people write you an essay of like 200 words as to why they should be randomly invited to a bachelor party to no one where they know absolutely no one.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I in that situation, I'm also more inclined to do things I wouldn't normally do, like watch the NCAAs and bet money on it or play. I mean, I never play cards now unless it's with you, like any of that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
it's just the
stuff.
I'll do it.
Okay. There's the RSVP, and now it's on record.
Do I have to text you? Do I have to text you still?
Nah, I'll. You know what though? I'm gonna update the phone.
I reserve the right to back out, though.
Yes, I'd like to establish a caveat to that. All right. So that puts us at, I think, 12 people total. But
my brother-in-law yesterday had an all-time quote. So he's my new brother-in-law. So they were coming back from Buffalo yesterday, and they stopped by my parents' house, and they were like, because he's a big sports guy, and he's gotten my sister into like at least watching sports. She has no interest in it, but he's a big Bills guy. Devil Rays. He was in the military, so he's got Stockholm syndrome for liking the Lightning and or the Devil Ray or whatever they're the Rays now. I mean, good on him for the Lightning, but actually no, I think he prefers the Sabres. I mean, he's a Buffalo / Tampa Bay fan. So, however you want to dissect that. I mean, I guess
love
if you're
the
a Buffalo
winners
fan,
and I love the adorable pile of crap losers.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's really into like sports betting and stuff. So whenever he's over at holidays, I'm like, "You got anything on the game?" He's like, "Yep." He's always got something My sister
Sure
was like
do.
giving him shit yesterday, and she was like, "He's got all these futures or whatever," and it's like, he spent $3,000, and I was like, "Holy shit!" And he was like, "No, I didn't. No, I did not." I was like, "Oh, what happened?" He's like, "I gambled $3,000." I was like, "Holy shit, that's a fucking." I was like, "That's fucking awesome."
It's not spent because it could
Yeah.
turn into profits.
And he
I like
said it
that.
so earnestly too that I was like, "Oh, that's so good. That's excellent." Like, I'm glad we're brothers-in-law now.
I wonder.
And that could be the sequel.
Yeah, I wonder if it was like, no, I spent. It's like, wow, that's a crazy 2025. He's like, no, this weekend. I have $3,000 riding right now on this weekend. Oh,
I was trying to dissect the math, but I think he needs the 49ers and the Steelers to each lose 2 more games, and then he can like win 8,000 or something. It's something crazy. So I'm pulling for him.
Steelers to lose 2 more games is pretty solid. I wonder if he has Mike Tomlin to have a losing season was the bet, like 8-9 or whatever. But anyway.
Oh, speaking, I didn't even update the shit this week for our records. Maybe I can figure that out as we're going along.
Well, hold on. Let's do a quick recap.
We're both 13 and 13 as of last week.
So
As
you
of
give
last
me
week's pod.
you give me the bet, and I'll tell you the win or loss.
All right, live in person. So this is
Yep.
week 13.
Yep.
Um,
No, well, we're looking at the week 12 scores. What are bets for? Oh wait.
oh
shit.
yeah.
Wait, did you figure?
No, yeah.
What are you trying to figure out? If our week 12 bets hit?
No, you're right. Yeah. Week 12. That's right.
Okay.
I was looking at week 13 because you already had a bet from Thanksgiving on there, so it
Correct.
confused me.
So week 12.
So you start week 13. You started off hot, taking Kansas City -3.5 over the Cowboys.
Not
on
a good
Thanksgiving.
bet. Already lost
so week 12.
going into this recording. Week 12.
Week 12. You had Philly over Dallas -3.5.
That is a loss. Dallas won by 3.
Yeah. You had Detroit -10.5 over the Giants.
Detroit did win, but won in overtime only by 7, so that's
Yep.
a loss.
0-2. And you had KC over Indy by 4.5.
KC did win in overtime, but by 3. That's a loss. I went
Oh
0-3
shit!
in
An
week
0-3
12.
week, a classic 0-3 for Jeff.
You're
Oh
welcome,
God!
Earth.
You
I'm
guys,
making those people
you
money.
guys want to get in on this?
Yep. What about you?
So I must have got at least
We
one
know you
win.
won one. We know you
The
won
Indy
something.
over.
Okay.
I had Cleveland +2.5 against Vegas,
Yep, they won by
which
14.
was a
That's a
win.
W.
and I had Jacksonville +1.5 against Arizona.
Yeah, they won by 3 in overtime.
Dude, 3-0. What a
3-0
huge
to
week for your
0-3.
boy.
Oh,
what a
no.
huge swing. What a huge swing. Oh man. All right.
And I've
so
already
we'll-
taken an L as of this recording. Shit.
You're 0 for your last 4.
Oh,
Bet against Jeff. He's hot. He's hot. God.
I'm looking to keep the streak alive, folks.
Oh shit. So now I am 16 and 20. To your 13 and 23. I'm rallying here. You're still
And
7
you
and
got-
5 in the head to head.
You recovered. Yeah, you recovered one on the heads up though. On the head to head.
Yep. All right. We'll regroup at the end for our picks for the week. But man, this is getting exciting. Only
It's
5
intimidating.
more weeks to go. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. So I did want to. I don't know if you remember this. I'll add Step Brothers to this list to watch. But my New Year's resolution was to consume 100 pieces of unique content or experiences. Just it was basically an effort of getting away from going down a YouTube rabbit hole every night or watching the same things or listening to the same things over and over, is to try to at least instigate some new kind of creative something in my life just to see it. And I started off pretty hot, in the beginning part of the year, as you do with any New Year's resolution. And I thought it would be really easy to get through this, but as you go through the year, it's even easier to do is to just watch in the background somebody streaming a game, or to You just have like, I don't know. I don't consider like watching a Bruins game, each one, like a unique thing or anything like that, or football.
No,
I
that
don't
doesn't
consider
count.
those watching anything. I mean, if I go to the game,
sporting
I count
events
it.
do not count.
I count it if I go live. Like if I go live to one, I consider that like going to something or doing something. But that rarely happens. That maybe have happened once this year. It's like I was trying to get through my list. So I was like, it was so easy at the beginning because part of my year, like I was still commuting. So I was like an hour of commuting every day. So it makes it really easy to rip through like audiobooks or listen to new albums. And then like in the summer, like it just slowed down. So now I'm in a position where I've got 74 out of 100 and I have a month to go. So I'm just starting to basically got to start ripping through movies and TV shows. Like for the last few weeks I've been doing that, trying to catch up. So I've got to add that to the list. I'm just going through these because some of these things I don't even know if I remember. Like at the beginning of the year, I didn't realize I hadn't seen Mad Max yet, Fury Road. Do you believe that?
Oh, wow, okay.
That was a new one for me this year.
It's a good
what else
pull.
was
It's a
notable?
safe pull.
Yeah. But some of these, like, it's bad when you go through and you're like, I don't even remember what that one was. Like, a movie called Don't Look Up. I don't remember what that was. I don't know if that's
That
good or
was
bad.
the
I don't.
Netflix movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. I think it's an
Oh,
Adam
yeah,
McKay
yeah.
movie.
That's right.
It
It was kind of an irreverent. Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes you watch stinkers. I watched one yesterday morning when I got up. It's new on Netflix, but Austin Butler Caught Stealing. Because now I'm just trying to get it. It's like an hour 45. It's supposed to be a comedy, Darren Aronofsky. And it was more of like a thriller. It wasn't very funny at all. It was just like, it was just one of those ones. Just, I don't think I would ever watch it again.
But Matt saw the runtime and he was like, "This is a quick one."
Yeah, an hour 40 something is key. Because I'm also like simultaneously watching some series. So I'm like, this is a bad use of time. How do I get through this? But you got to do it. So I'm on my way. So I need any recommendations you have. I mean, I can just go on to whatever. I just gotta put in the time. I figure each day, most days for the rest of the year, I have to either watch a movie or watch a few shows of something or listen to an album to get there. And it doesn't matter. It's not I mean, I guess it's a resolution, and it's kind of a stupid one, but I've got to finish. Send me all of your recommendations. Like, would you say if I do Step Brothers, would that count since I don't really remember it or ever sitting through it the first time? Is that the spirit of it?
I can't tell you that. Only you can tell you that.
So I can make up rules. Good. I was hoping you'd say I'm making up rules to this
perfect.
fake thing that I've created.
If there's one thing that I like to do, it's to establish my own destiny and like my own tasks and then be able to manipulate it in my favor. Okay.
Remember one of the highlights of the year, number 50, War of the Worlds, Ice Cube's War of the Worlds.
Ah, yes. Wow.
That was
that was something special.
That certainly is on the list.
That is something.
Happy Gilmore 2 happened this year.
It did.
The Rehearsal season 2, probably one of the best. That's probably there's definitely some stuff on here. Some things we've saw together and did together. Friendship we saw together.
True.
I also put Super Mario Brothers: The Lost Levels, completing that. That was
yes.
that was a
That was
victory.
huge.
We did that. Only took a brief 7 hours of not moving to finish that. It would have been easier to watch a quick series, and easier to watch Shorzy. I listened to the new Bush album this year. That's a thing that happened.
Wow.
They came out with a new record. A new Black Keys. So, yeah. It's kind of fun to go through and see. I think regardless, moving forward, this will not be a resolution next year. But I think I might just keep a log of what I've watched or listened to or done. Just because I'm getting that old man memory, I just gotta know what I did for the year. I guess maybe I'll just, I don't know, keep track of anything that I do during, not like a bullet list diary, essentially.
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
things.
I don't need to like process it. I just want to note that it happened. So you can see if
Like I will. Yeah.
I think the idea is you look back, and if you look at a month where you only documented a couple things, you kind of like just kind of nudge yourself the opposite way. You know, kind of maybe that's your coin toss, like on anything that's coin toss of should I or shouldn't I do this. You look at the diary and remind yourself how little amount of bullet points are in there, and you go, all right.
Because I think I've done that before. Like, I'd have to find it. But even like when I've come out to visit you before, like I've kept a list of like things that we did, just to remember it. And now I can't find it. But it's probably here somewhere. Or if I ever like travel to anywhere, any place I go, like Boston, I don't know why. I just like keep a list to try to remember the things. Now I can't find the list. But if I earnestly search for it, I will.
Well, what you
Just
need
'cause
is
it's hard to remember.
You need a list that tells you where your lists are, and then you won't have this problem of finding your list.
Dude, I mean, it's not even like, no, you and me. So this is like all my notes and lists of the things that I've kept. Like I'll use like one note to capture one thing instead of like building it into other lists. Just like my
Wow.
notes app is totally fucked. And it goes all the way. This one goes back to 2015.
Wow.
Um,
You want to tell us about something you noted?
Here's one that says it's Friday somewhere. What does that mean? I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Letter of the internet. Letter to the internet. Dear internet. Didn't finish it up. Must have been really, really into that one. I'll go through some of these. I'll curate some of them because I don't think it's. Oh, here's one. It says general podcast questions. Do you like pictures of yourself? This was back from the Fair City Fire one. I would ask people, general ones. Yeah, do you like, or you don't? Yeah, or do you like to see your performance or anything on video ever?
No, never. Literally never. I
Yeah,
know
it's
that
hard.
I especially when it's video, I know that I talk loud, and that's a frustrating habit that I have. I really am trying to not yell when I'm addressing people or certainly teaching or anything like that. But yeah, no, I don't need visuals of myself or the audio. I'm so a hard no. I don't want any. No. How about you? How are you? How do you handle those things?
No, I say no. Now you go. You go. Yeah. I rarely find a picture of myself that I enjoy. At work we do it a lot. Like we have to pose for a lot of things, or like holidays as a team, and I hate almost every single one that I'm in. I don't enjoy it. I mean, I know we do this thing. I don't rewatch this thing, or I barely listen to it just enough to like get it out there. Just that's why it's so funny when people leave comments on this, and I'm like, I don't remember saying that, and I'm not going to listen to it again. So I'll just take your word for it. I have been using now that Spotify automatically makes chapters on this thing. That's when I look at. I'm like, oh, that's what we talked about. It's like good. Now I have an idea of what we talked about. It was very weird, especially like anytime I've ever put like a dating profile out is the most brutal like thing to try to get pictures of yourself that you enjoy or like, or you're like this and I've gone through like a period of like, well, I better take some selfies when I go somewhere if I'm gonna have a dating site thing, because I don't take pictures with other people.
I better
That's
take
for sure.
selfies for the interwebs. Oh
Yeah.
wow, yeah.
Or get people like. I remember last year when I went to Ithaca for the Band of Horses show. I just did like a solo trip, and I was like, I wanted a picture in front of like the theater because it was a cool little theater. So it was like just I don't know, the lamest thing for me to like ask somebody to like, hey, do you mind taking a picture? Well, what you got to do is find somebody first that's trying to take a picture or a selfie. And then
And do
you
the
go,
one
hey,
for one.
you want me to take that for you? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like, oh, do
yeah,
you want
for
one?
sure. For sure.
Oh, okay.
For
Oh,
sure.
yeah. I wasn't even thinking about it, but yeah, I'll grab one.
Now, I always had seen that, like, for dating profiles, you have to have a couple pictures though with friends showing that you are a person who cares about other people.
I know people.
Now, what you should do is on one of your solo trips is tell someone exactly your intentions and see if a group will take a photo
For a
with you.
group. Yeah.
With you absolutely telling them, be like, so here's the thing is I take photos because I want something to put on my dating profile. However, I'm traveling solo, so I need a group photo. Would your group mind taking a photo with me? Dude, that would be phenomenal. Because then you put it in the profile, you talk about the experience, you don't talk about the people, and then should a relationship bloom and you feel comfortable, at some day you get to tell that person, be like, oh, you know those people in the picture with me? Those are no one. Those are strangers.
Yeah.
Then you
Why
have
don't you introduce me to your friends? Yeah.
No, I can't because I don't know who those people are. Like, that's so good.
Yeah, like I have put in. I always feel weird about that. Like I have put in like pictures with friends before, but I usually like block their face out or something because I don't want somebody to like not have consent over being in a dating profile. I don't know. It's just
Right.
weird. I don't know. I feel weird about it.
No, that's what you should do.
Yeah, but I think I know what we need to do at our bachelor party. We need to arrange where we all go home with like 20 shots of like candid quote unquote pictures of hanging out with different groups and different people doing different activities. So we all have, because that's the thing,
so, yeah,
right?
we could
Like
do
guys never
different
take pictures. Like yeah.
different people outside compared to the picture
Yeah.
you have with people like watching the game compared to people like in the movie theater. So they all look like different groups of people and different events and time. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. So we all got
Yo.
to come back with like 20 pictures that we could use. Because even when you have a girlfriend, they're always like, "What did you guys even talk about? What did you do?" And it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. We just did what. It's like then we'll all have pictures with different people, and it'll act like guys in their 40s did something together, and we'll have different outfit changes. Like we have to be very intentional about this. I don't know if anybody in the group is a photographer or is talented at it. I mean, it's hard to be bad at it with an iPhone, but we're definitely going to have to do that. photo shoots for everybody.
That's good. I like that.
Put it on the list.
Yeah, man. I like it. I like that. I like it. So I made a transition from cold to hot coffee this week, a conscious decision to go, all right, I'm out of iced coffee mode. As you know, it stays a little bit warmer in New Jersey compared to New York. So I know snow has been a battle yet. We have not yet seen snow here, but it is now consistently not hitting 50 degrees during the day. This last week, I think, was our first week where we did not have any days that hit 50 degrees. Maybe one, but I'm liking it. I'm getting back into hot coffee, and my hot coffee, I don't mind drinking black. I'll drink black cold brew coffee, but not huge on it. But I do my hot coffee, but also because I want to drink it when I make it, I have to put ice cubes in my hot coffee, and I always I'm bothered by the fact that I do that. I'm bothered as well. I have to put a couple ice cubes in my hot coffee so I can drink it at the time that I pour it.
I guess I can't even relate. Whenever I make tea, I guess I want it right away.
Right.
At work, we have one of those. You just get the hot water dispenser. With tea, you have to let it steep anyway, so there's no point in going at it right away. But coffee, I could see pouring that, especially if you like it, which you obviously do, or you need it. Getting that smell, I'm jealous of the smell. I wish I could get in on it. So I understand the compulsion to drink it right away.
Why don't you? Let me ask you this. I'm guessing it's included, but does Wegmans hook you guys up with tea and coffee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have you thought about pouring
the pods?
Have you thought about pouring yourself a cup of coffee and pouring yourself a cup of tea, one to drink and one to just put in your office and let the aroma of coffee?
No, I haven't thought of that.
You should do that. Have it be your because I mean, it's inexpensive, so it's not like you're wasting the coffee, I would dare say. So you should pour a cup of coffee, put it out of the way where it can't get in the way or knocked over or anything, and just have that be your air freshener.
It's not a bad idea. I wonder if also by smelling it over time, it would make me enjoy it because isn't like I mean most of taste is kind of like smell anyway. When you smell something, that's what people say. It's like half the smell, right?
Yeah, the thing
but
with coffee is such a difference because you can't smell bitter, so you get all the positive aroma which is in the taste, but the taste also has that bitter concept, and I think that's what turns people off of coffee is that you get the smell or what you smell is what you taste plus some bitter aspect, and that turns a lot of people off because I think they feel cheated by the smell being better than what the taste up front is until you get used to it.
it would probably crack me out too if I had some coffee. Like I've lived like not intentionally, but mostly like a caffeine free life for the last few months, just accidentally. Like I don't know why. I think not that it was making me jittery or anxious, but all it takes is one time to be like, I don't know what's going. This is too much. Like I'd rather just like I don't know, just absorb it. Like if I feel tired, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like I feel drowsy, but that's just
I
the way
guess
I
I'm
feel.
tired today.
Yeah. Like I don't know why it's like my body can almost tell like when it's artificially energized or like the caffeine is just tricking my body into thinking I'm energized now.
Oh, for sure.
And I don't know if I enjoy that so much anymore.
Caffeine doesn't wake up your brain. It
It tricks
makes
it.
you feel like you can be physically awake more. Like that's all it does. It's not like when people are like, "Oh, it makes me more alert." I'm like, "Not really. I think your reflexes and stuff are all still affected by how tired you are. It's just you don't close your eyes as much now. Like, yeah, I don't think caffeine is too much of a benefit.
Once in a while, I'll get some. Like if I get what I usually drink is like those yerba mate drinks that are like 100 to 150 milligrams of caffeine, which is a lot, but I only have like 2 sips. I like keep a can in the fridge. I'll just take once in a while. Like so maybe I'm getting in like half a cup of coffee a week or something like that worth of caffeine when I really feel like I need it.
I still got an Arnold Palmer in my fridge that you left here from May. I wonder if that goes bad. Because I don't want it, and Caitlin doesn't want it, but I don't like throwing stuff away. I'm like, someone will come to the house one day, and they will.
Oh, from Wawa?
That's correct.
Yeah,
that is
that
still
can't
in
be.
my fridge.
Wow. Was it unopened or did I sip it?
No, it's unopened.
Wow. Yeah, how long are those good?
Oh,
Dude, save it.
I'd say it's probably a 2026 expiration.
Dude.
We'll see.
Jeez, thanks, man. What a solid.
Thank you. Oh, good. I was so worried about.
No, I left that
very
for you
worried
guys. You guys can have it. I also didn't realize that all of Wawa's teas were like sweet tea by nature. So it was like that's just the way they are. So that's probably very sweet.
Yeah.
Arnold Palmer. But yeah, hold on to that, please.
Okay.
Don't ever throw it away. Just keep it.
I might be thirsty next time in town, and I want something at my disposal.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Want to get some bets in?
Sure, let's get some.
I just got a text. I just got a text from work. The guy who's running the store says, "When you have a minute, can you give me a call at the store?" So that's probably good. That's probably a good thing.
Hypothetically, if this person,
I hope this doesn't take up my Sunday.
right? If someone ran around naked and started sexually harassing people, is that something I'd have to write them up for? All right. Let's see.
All right. So coming in to this next week with a dominating lead.
Brutal.
I mean, 3. It's going to be hard to overcome. So last week, it looks like I can't tell who did the last game. Oh, it looks like I guessed. I had to guess the heavy head, so now I got to go first for week 14. Okay, week 14, folks. Get your money in. You want to ride the hot streak? It's all me. I mean, I got a classic 0-3 week coming up. I turned $10 into $25 yesterday, Jeff, with the Buckeyes game. I'm rich.
Good job.
I might spend it all in one place. On this app. I think I already have a plan for it. I already have so we're looking at all right. Wow, the Dolphins are favored again for that week.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yes, they are.
Wow, there's some crazy lines here. I think the Ravens look like doo-doo. I will take the Steelers on the road, plus 6.5.
That's a good take. You know what? Let's put him on the mark. He already beat one dumpster fire team. Let's see if Shedeur Sanders can run it back. Let's take the Cleveland Browns to beat the Texans by 3.5. So Cleveland minus 3.5.
What? They're not favored. Wait, what?
The Browns are favored at home.
They're
against
favored.
The Titans.
Oh,
Dude,
wow.
it's the Titans. The Titans literally have the worst record in the league. It's not miraculous
True.
for Cleveland at home to be favored
True.
by 3.5.
It's like I'm not used to hearing that. I was like,
It
that's
just
Cleveland's
sounds
favorite.
bad.
Yeah, doesn't make any sense. Sheesh. I don't know. I don't like a lot of this slate. I'm gonna go with the road again. I'm gonna take Seahawks. It's a big spread, minus 7.5 against Atlanta.
All right.
I feel like I don't know if I'm giving you much to work with.
I already took a low-scoring game, which is the over-unders at 34.5 with Cleveland, Tennessee, which is awfully low over-under. But I'm going to take the opposite end of the spectrum in the Bills-Bengals game. I'm going to take the Bengals plus 5.5.
Suck it, Buffalo. No faith. No faith in Josh Allen and squad. More the squad
They are
part of it,
two
I guess.
shitty defenses going head-to-head.
Sheesh. Gosh. Did a good job with these spreads. Good job, Vegas. This is difficult. Just hemming and hawing. Just vamping. I will... Fuck. I don't feel good about any of these, Jeff.
Okay.
I'm gonna go against your boys. I'm gonna go another road game. The Denver Broncos minus 7.5 against your Las Vegas Raiders. So I've got Pitt plus 6.5 at Baltimore, Seattle minus 7.5 at Atlanta, and Denver minus 7.5 at Vegas. What side do you want to take?
Jesus. I don't like any of those.
It's Dookie balls.
I think the only one I can take. I got to take Atlanta at home plus 7.5. I think I have to. The other two, I have in no good conscience can I take the other two.
Kirk Cousins could have the game of his life.
He's not. Yeah. He's not. He's not good at football anymore. We can stop that.
You like that? You like that?
Kevin O'Connell milked him for every last drop of talent. as he's done with the last three quarterbacks. But Kevin O'Connell has met his match, and that is J.J. McCarthy, his actual quarterback that he banked on.
Oh, man. What a disaster. All right. Well, I'm going to go do some ice. So I'm 2 weeks into my rib injury, by the way.
Yeah, how's that going?
Almost exactly 2 weeks. It's still sore. It's not as... The intensity is down. What I have realized is that... Well, what happens, I guess... Well, to me anyways, it started kind of in one spot, and it's really just spread. Because, like, you don't realize all the damage it does with the trauma, because it's located sort of in one spot, but then you realize that, you know, your rib cartilage on your sternum kind of got pulled, so that probably got yanked. Every part of my torso got yanked in a weird direction, and now I have to, like, sort of support my torso in a weird way, so now it makes other things sore. It's a good time. It's a good time. Now I'm like, why does this hurt now? Why does this hurt? But I've really been enjoying just using ice. I think it might be a part of my life from now on. I have these, you know, a couple ice packs, and, you know, I have to use them for my, you know, rib area, but I'll start there, and then I'll just, you know what, throw the ice pack right over my eyes, right over my head. That's just a great way to wake up in the morning.
Oh, okay.
I kind of did that with like the heating pad functionally. You know, I use it in bed, like if I, you know, just back or shoulder pain, or just now I just do it anyways. Even if I don't have pain, just going to bed with that routine, it's real nice. And sometimes now I'll wake up and I'll throw the heating pad on my shoulders, and then I'll lay down with the ice on my like chest, or throw it up, you know, on the eyes. I'm like, dude, it's like at-home spa treatment. I don't know why they don't teach guys this. Like, let's do a debrief on this at the bachelor party as well. Everybody bring your ice packs and your heating pads. Let's make a weekend out of it. Like, let's just have a good time.
Spa treatment for the boys?
Yes.
Spa weekend for the boys.
Sit in movie theater chairs with our ice packs and heating pads as 40-something guys, and just have a day.
That's true. That's true. Those are allegedly heated and vibrating, like, massage chairs in the theater room.
Shit,
so.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I think they are. So if that's the case, why even sleep in a bed? I say just post up for the night in a heated massage chair and just rock that out. And I should try to bring the what do you call it? The Raspberry Pi, and play some classic Nintendo games on the Raspberry.
Oh yeah. Yeah. All right, well, now I'm getting a call from the store manager, so things must be going on.
Oh, I'm
great.
excited.
This is a great way to start our Sunday. All right, we'll see you later, guys. I'll tell you all about it next week.
Like an old arcade screen, man and jet back where the stories began. Joystick dreams and a pocket full of quarters, laughing about bets and a taste of disorder. From pixel skies to the vinyl they spun, movies and memes under the same neon sun. Time hit pause, but the jokes never ended. Two old souls with the past still pretended.